Got some what? Appetizers? Cool. Cool. All right. Today we're eating some Olive Garden. We got ourselves, I usually just get myself a tour of Italy. I mean, should I blur myself? Should I focus on myself or should I focus on the food? I think I'll just focus on the food. So, whatever. The camera won't focus. So I got myself a tour of Italy. Let me try to focus on that right there. Damn, look at that. Tour of Italy. So I wonder like what parts of Italy this is a tour of. I guarantee you they're lying. It's not a tour of Italy. Italians probably don't even eat this stuff. Italians probably look at this and be like, what the heck is that Frankenstein food that you American pigs are consuming? And we got ourselves a what do you call it? A chicken. What's this thing called? A chicken gnocchi?
Oh.
Chicken gnocchi? 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 I don't know how it's pronounced. And got ourselves some breadsticks. Gotta have the breadsticks. Does Olive Garden serve unlimited breadsticks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But not when you're at home, right? Like if I finished all the breadsticks right now, I couldn't call them and be like, hey,
No.
can I go pick up some more breadsticks? Okay. Hey, wait a minute. This isn't as salty as I remember. Right? Didn't they used to be saltier?
Yeah.
Better lighting in here. Well, I guess I should let it soak a little bit. So what is this? What is this? What does the tour of Italy comprise? What is this part?
What did you
It's like a
get?
chicken?
Lasagna?
A breaded chicken?
Oh, chicken parmesan?
Chicken parmesan. Okay. I forgot the names. I haven't had this in so long. Chicken parmesan. Lasagna, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lasagna, okay. And what is this pasta called?
Alfredo.
Chicken Alfredo? There's no
Just
chicken
Alfredo.
on it. It's just called Alfredo? Like my uncle? And then they give you some soup. Chicken gnocchi, which apparently fills you up. Better than the actual food. Like I get filled with the chicken gnocchi and the breadsticks. Very hot. Once the breadstick is properly soaked. Yeah, soaked. I was gonna say drowned. Once it's properly soaked in the soup, and that's when you take your bite. It gives it the flavor. They skimped on the salt today. They didn't put as much salt. They didn't bake it as good either.
Right.
These breadsticks are not as baked. They're really. Let's try to do that thing where we can focus in on this. This thing is not
They're not rushed.
as baked, you guys. They didn't bake them properly. Olive Garden, man, they are slacking off. What is going on? See if we can
They have to bake a lot.
focus on this thing here. What'd you say?
Maybe they just have to bake a lot faster because it's Father's Day.
Yeah, I'm eating this on Father's Day, guys. I don't know when this video might premiere on Father's Day. I don't know. Hope you guys having a good Father's Day. Obviously, you can see that I am having a good one. So yeah, they rushed it. These usually taste a lot better. Also, did you know that Olive Garden is a stock? Sorry, I promised my wife I wasn't gonna do that. But come on, it is. It's a stock. Well, kind of. You see, Olive Garden is owned by a company called Darden Restaurants, Darden Incorporated. I don't know. So the big company called Darden is the actual stock that you can buy if you wanted to invest in Olive Garden. Now, however, Darden, the big brand that owns Olive Garden, also owns other brands. So if you invested in Darden, then just know that you would also be exposed to whatever happens to those other companies. So if the other companies do poorly, well then the whole stock is going to fall. Even though Olive Garden is doing great, which I'm going to say, and I haven't been there in a while, I'm going to say they're not doing this great because they couldn't cook the breadsticks properly, and that is one of their main foods. That's one of the main things that we know Olive Garden for, is the breadsticks. So I don't know what happened, but that's a problem. Chicken Parmesan, we said? Mm-hmm. What is Parmesan? What is that referring to? Is that the sauce? Cheese. Parmesan cheese. Oh, Parmesan is a type of cheese. Okay. Let me see if I can get you guys a close look at this lasagna. Of course, I got to do that thing where I focus in on this camera. See that? Lasagna. Pretty good. Let's get another breadstick. Get another breadstick. You
want to try these?
What is that?
Toasted ravioli.
Toasted ravioli. Let me take out the marinara sauce. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me take that out. Let me get that in the camera. Toasted raviolis, guys. I haven't had raviolis since Chef Boyardee introduced it back in 1592. I completely made that up. But Chef Boyardee, he's one of the greatest chefs of all time. He introduced me to a lot of great pastas and stuff like that. So, let me look up. Well, I was going to try this, wasn't I? I'm over here like, let me look up the stock of Darden Restaurants, owners of Olive Garden. And I'm not going to, and please don't trade based on what I'm talking about in stock videos or anything like that. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Right? I'm only trying to entertain you when I eat food and when I talk about stocks. I'm not trying to be your advisor or anything. Don't go on the news saying that you got your financial advice from some guy that eats food on YouTube. Big time red flag. Red flag is the phrase, the hot phrase of 2024. Red flags. I see red flags everywhere. I saw red flags when he started trying to tout his stock that he was of the food he was eating. Okay. Let's give an opinion on this ravioli. Is this a new item? Is this a new item?
I just ordered it.
Never heard of it.
No.
We just never ordered it, huh?
Right.
Put some marinara on there. Fried ravioli. Wow. Okay, let's look up the stock. Darden. Not gonna put up the little thing on there. Not gonna do that because I don't want to. Or maybe I will. I don't know. Probably won't. But I might. Darden Restaurants, as of the market close on June 14th, $148.78. Now let's look at what other companies they own. Darden Restaurants owns Olive Garden. Let me know if you guys have heard of any of these, or you have any of these in your area. Let me know in the comments. Olive Garden, Longhorn Steakhouse. Have we had Longhorn? No, we go to Texas Roadhouse. Cheddar's Scratch Kitchen.
We've been there.
We've been there? Okay. They have one by where we live. Yard House, The Capitol Grill, Seasons 52, Bahama Breeze, Eddie V's Prime Seafood, and Capitol Burger. Darden Restaurants was incorporated in 1995, and they're based in Orlando, Florida. Wow, that's crazy. Well, I really love Olive Garden. I'm not telling you guys to buy a stock or anything like that. If I had money, maybe I would buy Darden stock. Because I don't have money. Wow, that's funny though. It's all about priorities, right? I'm over here buying the food instead of owning the stock. That's kind of the problem with a lot of people these days. Our priorities are just all screwed up. But then again, the food tastes really delicious, so. Plus, if anything, I'm doing market research. By figuring out if their food is still good, I'm basically doing market research into whether I should invest in this or not. Now, my findings are that the food is delicious. But the main course, man, the breadsticks. How are you gonna screw up the breadstick? That's like your main thing. Come on, guys, we gotta get that right. Either way, I'm not telling you to buy or sell. I'm just eating food here. You know what? Now that I think about it, or maybe I'm coming down with something. This pasta isn't the most flavorful. It doesn't have the most flavor to it. Let's talk about the soup here. The soup is still pretty good, just like how I remember it. The lasagna, let's take a look at the lasagna here. The lasagna is still pretty flavorful. Most of its flavor that I can taste is from the sauce. I can taste the cheese too. Really good stuff. The chicken parmesan? I keep forgetting. Chicken parmesan. It's all right. Man, it's starting to become. Am I losing my flavor or something, or am I losing my passion for food? It doesn't taste as good as I remember. What about you, my wife? What's your opinion on this food? Is it as good as you remember it?
Yeah.
She says it's as good as she remembers. I'll believe her.
I always order this one.
Huh?
I always order this one.
What'd you order? Let me show the people at home. You don't have to put the fork in there. What is this?
Chicken and shrimp carbonara.
Chicken and shrimp carbonara. I think it's delicious, right? I've ordered this before. This is a really good one to order. If you guys haven't had it, chicken and shrimp carbonara. It's amazing. There you go. Oh, and then the tomatoes. No, they're not tomatoes. They're red peppers. Give it an amazing flavor to it. I believe red peppers were introduced in the New World, South America, right? Spanish came over, discovered all these new plants, vegetables, tomatoes, which is a big ingredient now in a lot of the Italian food. Originally was grown in Peru, tomatoes. Then they migrated over to the. Sorry, I have to burp. Went away. Migrated over to southern Mexico and Guatemala area where the natives grew it, my ancestors. And then my other ancestors came, the Spanish. They came and they said, oh, let's take those and bring it over to Spain. So they did that. From Spain, it moved across Europe, eventually into Italy, where it was a big hit with the population in Naples, which is more southern Italy. Southern Italy was more for like the poor Italians. So whereas other Europeans and northern Italians, they shunned the tomato, saying it was poisonous and it was for poor people, the southern Italians really embraced it into their recipes and things like that. So it became a huge hit in Italy, and it's obviously a staple in a lot of the Italian cuisine that we see nowadays. I'm kind of like, why the fuck did you just tell me that? Like, what the hell? Why the hell did I have to know all that? Well, you didn't. But this is the things that go through my brain when I eat food. And then my wife walks away from, as she just did right now, because she doesn't care about this stuff. Right? She just wants to eat the food. She doesn't care about the history of the food. I cannot peel this lasagna. I should stop eating before I get full. You know how they say stop eating before you get full?
Yeah.
I should do that. Oh, I'm gonna get another breadstick. One more undercooked breadstick. Very delicious. Chicken gnocchi soup. Almost never fails. That thing is, if you haven't had chicken gnocchi soup, I highly recommend it. I've tried the other soups they have. I just really like chicken gnocchi soup with breadstick. You gotta wet the breadstick. Alright, one more bite of this pasta. Kind of bland in my opinion. Very bland. Very, very bland. Yeah, if I owned Darden stock, I'd be a little bit worried. Now, if you own Darden stock, do your own research, right? Don't take it from me. Go to your local Olive Garden. Go to your local Longhorn Steakhouse. Go to your local Eddie V's Prime Seafood. Go to your local's Cheddar Scratch Kitchen. Taste the food. Walk in there, let them know you're part owner of the company. And see what happens. They'll probably just escort you out. They don't care about that. Okay, that's gonna do it. And then just do a little bit more of this fried. What's this called?
Ravioli.
Fried ravioli. The crunch on that is no joke. The crunch is real. That's gonna do it. Thank you guys for joining me, and we'll see you in the next one.